Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. We're outside Old Trafford here, where Manchester United have been beaten and well beaten by Tottenham Hotspur. It was 3-0 in the end. It could have been 4, 5, 6 to the North London club, but Manchester United were lucky to get out there with only a 3-0 beating. And it does feel like the writing is on the wall for another manager here at Old Trafford. And we'll discuss all the fallout from the game, the decision to send Bruno Fernandes off, the performances of individual players. But all in all, Manchester United were atrocious today. And that performance there in the first 45 minutes in particular, and obviously in the 90 minutes, was one of the worst performances I've seen from a Manchester United team here at Old Trafford in an awfully long time. It was an abysmal performance from back to front, from start to finish. And if it wasn't for Andre Onana, it'd probably be a lot worse for Manchester United. I don't know anyone really, apart from him, that come out of that performance with anything, with a shred of a positive performance from him. There was just nothing there. Absolutely nothing from minute one. They scored, by the way, after 2 minutes in the first half and after 2 minutes in the second half, which kind of sums up everything. And you'd think Man United had a red card in the first half. Bruno Fernandes got sent off. It probably wasn't a red card, but Jesus, help yourselves, boys. And before the red card, the performance was bad anyway. It looked like United had 10 men, 9 men, 8 men on the pitch. Bruno's sending off. Look, the referee send him off, and he gives a decision to the referee to make by lifting his leg. He clearly slips though, and context has to be applied. But again, I say it, before that, the captain was on for a stinker because it was a really, really poor performance from Bruno Fernandes. Not just him, of course, and plenty of other players were involved in that performance for Manchester United. But boy, was Bruno Fernandes bad out there today. Boy, were Manchester United hoping and praying and wishing for a leader. And it was interesting actually as well, because Bruno Fernandes was someone that was constantly kind of pointing and joshing and trying to force players to go into certain positions, to occupy certain positions to help in terms of the press as well. And no one was really listening to him. At times it was him on his own. And I was stood there watching that performance of the players and watching the performance of the manager on the sidelines. And I was thinking, this is not looking good, bruv. Everyone knows I've stood beside Erik ten Hag. I've hoped and prayed he'd get it right. I've given credit where credit was due. But far too often the performances aren't good enough. And at the start of this season, I thought we were unlucky with a few things. Like, I thought there was glimpses of a performance against Liverpool, then individual errors, you know, cost us. I thought there was glimpses of performance against Brighton. We were a little bit unlucky with the Garnacho goal. I thought there was glimpses of performance against Crystal Palace. We didn't take our chances. But today, that was shocking. And if you're looking for a team that is playing for their manager, if you're looking for a team that, you know, you want to see a performance from, you want to see something from, that wasn't it. That wasn't a performance from them that made me think these boys are playing for this manager. That performance was quite frankly embarrassing. Yes, it was disappointing. Yes, it was all those things, but that performance was embarrassing. We couldn't string 3, 4, 5 passes together at times. And from back to front, Mazraoui, who I think been excellent for Manchester United since he arrived at the club, he looked abysmal today. Lisandro Martinez, De Ligt, who I think have the potential to be a fantastic partnership. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? And I think De Ligt kept fighting away. I think there's a player in there, don't get me wrong. I'm not rushing to any judgment on him as a whole, but that performance today, abysmal. Diogo Dalot, he has that in him. Ugarte, new player at the club. You know, he needs his teammates to help him out a little bit. He needs the performance of the team to be a little bit better. He needs the managers to be setting up the team a little bit better. But boy, oh boy, what the fuck was that performance? I don't think I've seen him win a tackle. I don't think I've seen him win a tackle since he arrived at the club. It's been so bad from him. I don't see the player that we signed. Now look, granted, I can't rush to judgment on him yet, because when you're looking at the whole performance, you're looking at a team that was disjointed, ill-prepared, tactically out-thought, out-thunk, whatever, out-battled, everything today. But Manuel Ugarte did not look good to me today at all. It did not look good what I saw from him today. Ahead of him, Kobbie Mainoo, he got substituted after we went down to 10 men. It was because of injury. Didn't have a good game today either. Bruno Fernandes, like I said, in the first 4 or 5 minutes, I think he gave the ball away 4 or 5 times. It was that bad of a start from him. that bad. You looked at their first goal as well. Van der Ven, who's excellent, by the way, he's really quick. But he just ran through the whole team. He ran through the front line, the midfield, the defence. He ran through everyone and then put it on a plate for Brennan Johnson. I don't even think Spurs had to play well today. Obviously, they've got some very good players. They were missing Son today. They were missing Basuma today. You fear if they had those players, it probably gets worse for Man United. But I don't even think they had to perform well today. It was just so easy for them. And Man United made it that way. Manchester United made it that way. I'm going through the performances. Like I said, Bruno Fernandes stank the place out. Up top, we started with Rashford, Xerxes, and Garnacho. Didn't see a performance from any of them. Joshua Xerxes, who I think has been excellent in terms of his link-up play since he arrived at the club, couldn't string a pass together today. And look, I'm going through everyone. I'm going through the team, and I'm saying this guy was bad, this guy was bad, couldn't do this, couldn't do that. And quite frankly, I think we've got a very good squad, a very good team of players. But when you're looking at that, you're thinking, what the hell is going on here? Are these boys playing for this manager? Are they? Because if they are, it doesn't look like it at all. Because the performance wasn't there. And like I say, you see from Bruno Fernandes, kind of like joshing his players into position and pointing where they should be and kind of force people into presses and stuff like that. I thought Spurs' press was excellent today, but we made it so easy for them. We made it so easy for them. And it doesn't look like a team playing for their manager. And that worries me. Because we did a thing yet. It's not out yet. But I mean, I'll say it anyway. We did something on overlap where we said, you know, what will happen with, you know, is there any unpopular opinions? And I said, I've got two, but they contradict each other. One is Erik ten Hag is here next season. And the other is Ruud van Nistelrooy is manager by Christmas. And it looks like it could be the latter right now because it's looking like the writing is on the wall. Because I don't know where we go next with this team, with this performance, with these players. Because like I say, you go from back to front. I think there's a squad here now. Like I question whether there's a player in Manuel Ugarte. But you look from back to front, there's a full team of players here. And we should be performing better than we are. We should be performing a lot better than we are. And we should be scoring more goals. We should be creating more chances. And we should be making it not as easy for teams to come here. It felt like we were in North London today. But we're not. We're at Old Trafford. It's become too easy for clubs to come here and give us a performance. 20. Did it in the week. Christian Eriksen's come out saying they look like they wanted it more than us. But if that's the case, the manager has to take a long, hard look at himself. And who knows what's going to happen next, because we could be sleepwalking towards another change in manager. But anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like and comment and share and subscribe and keep it locked. This has been horrendous. It's been 3-0 to Spurs. Who knows where we're going next. I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.